Hey, welcome to Exercise for Beginners, where I teach you how to get started if you've never started before. Today we're going to go over a thoracic mobility part 2. If you don't know what thoracic mobility is, that is the middle part of your spine. Our first movement today is going to be more of a forward roll. So it kind of mimics the same pattern as like a toe touch, but I'm going to show you from the side here. You're going to kind of slump down, keep a soft knee, and you're going to roll those vertebrae down one by one. And here, hello, you're looking more to relax your back. Get a nice stretch in between the vertebrae. Giving a nice little pause if you feel any spots catching. Like I get tight right in through here. So I'm going to stop right here. Take some deep breaths. Come out of it a little bit. It's a little too intense. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And roll back up nice and slow. Alright, that's the first one. Nice and easy. Next, we are going to do a child's pose. So if you do any sort of yoga, you're going to be familiar with this. I do a handful of yoga poses with my clients because they are very helpful. So you're going to go into a child's pose, wide knee. You're going to sink back. I'm going to show you from the side here. You want a more rounded spine going into this one. Elongate that back, all right? No flexion, all right? We don't want our butts up. We want to sit our butts down. I know sometimes that extension feels really good, but what we're looking for here is a little more flexion. So you're just going to crawl your fingertips forward. Take some deep breaths in this position. And hold it for as long as you need to. Usually about a minute and a half is good. Till you feel that stretch start to de-intensify. All right, from there, you're going to stay in that position, but we'll walk our hands to the left. So you're going to come over here to the left. Same thing. You take some deep breaths. Really breathe into your rib cage here. Try and pull your fingers out. Take like 5 to 8 really deep breaths. And you're going to do the same thing. Hello. Walk your hands to the other side. 5 to 8 deep breaths. Hello. All right. That is number 2. Our next one is a couple of thoracic rotations. So we are going to do what's called a thread the needle. So you're going to be on all fours. I'll kind of show you on an angle here. You're going to take your right hand. You're going to thread it through your left arm and left leg. You're going to reach that shoulder towards the ground while gliding the back of your hand on the floor. And then you're going to come back up and rotate all the way open as far as you can. Some of you might feel a little bit of a hard stop when rotating your chest open. That's okay. Keep doing these, and eventually you will gain the range to open up all the way. So your spine should be able to rotate in this manner, but sometimes over time it gets a little stuck. So stuff like this is gentle and helps us regain that mobility, which also helps us posturally. So it'll help with pulling our shoulders back, giving our shoulder blades more room to move, and straightening out that posture a little bit. All right, and then switch sides. Slide. So I do these with all my clients. That's how I start most sessions. Just get all the parts moving. Honestly, as we get older, stuff like this is what keeps things greased, and that's definitely what we want. All right, the last one we're going to do, you're going to lie on your side. That bottom leg is going to be straight. The top leg is going to come over and onto the ground. So you're going to have both hands out in front of you. Personally, I like to put that bottom hand on top of the thigh, because it helps to keep that leg down and deepen that rotation. That's just a personal preference. You don't have to put a ton of pressure on it, but sometimes when people open up, they like open up too much. That kind of defeats the purpose. So I like to just have a little bit of pressure so that as you open up, you don't lift your leg up too high. You're at least keeping it parallel to the ground as you try to reach that opposite shoulder blade to the floor. This is another really good one. I throw that in there pretty often. Actually, if you straighten that bottom leg a little bit, you will also get a little bit of a hip stretch here through your glutes, which is really good if you're having some sciatic issues. I speak from experience. They're not great. This is a nice stretch. Other side. Remember, leg on the ground. Place the hand on top gently, not a ton of pressure, and open. As you gain more rotation, you might find that your back starts to move better, you open up better, you get some nice pops in there along the way. That always feels nice. It usually starts to happen when you're gaining a little bit of your mobility back. So it always feels good. All right, hello. Okay, that is your last mobility exercise for today. Thank you for joining me this week on Exercise for Beginners, where I make videos on how to get you started. Sorry, I'm not a camera person, so but if you like my content, you find it interesting, please tell your family, tell your friends. I try to keep stuff very simple, very little equipment. And like I said, it's just to get the ball rolling. Eventually you will need more, but this is enough to get you started. Please reach out if you ever have any questions. I'm always taking new clients. Have a great day. Bye.